The Indian Child Welfare Act of 1978. What is the Indian Child Welfare Act? The Indian Child Welfare Act, or the ICWA, was enacted in 1978 by the United States Congress. The ICWA gives Native tribes authoritative jurisdiction over adoption and court cases concerning the adoption and foster care placement of Native American children who are from a federally recognized tribe or who are eligible for membership in a federally recognized tribe. Why was the ICWA needed? The ICWA was enacted in response to the extremely high percentage, nearly 25 to 30% of Native children who were being taken away from their homes and their cultures to be put up for adoption or into foster care. The American government claimed to be saving these children. Sometimes the need for removal and child protection is indeed necessary. Sometimes, however, the child is fine, is being taken care of, is in a good home, and what is being seen as bad or inappropriate by the American culture is merely a misinterpretation and inability to see different cultures' values and ways of child rearing. Many Native cultures are in fear of cultural extinction based on all the children that have been being taken away. Controversies over the ICWA. Many feel that the ICWA is putting parents and culture before the well-being of children. This is said because sometimes, even if a child is in a home that is not good for them and they aren't being taken care of or being neglected or abused, sometimes when they're taken away, adopted, or put into foster care under the ICWA, the tribe can get these children back, even if they're not going back into a proper and healthy and safe home. Others, however, feel that the enactment of the ICWA is an acknowledgement by the government to the Native Americans that allows them to continue their ways of life and hold on to their culture by getting these children back. Many also feel that the ICWA was needed to not only help maintain a culture, but to right the wrongs that were the Indian boarding schools and to help heal those wrongs. More controversies. Some adoptive parents are not told that the children they are adopting are part Native and can potentially be taken away. This, as you can imagine, has been an issue because if you adopt a child, you expect to keep that child, and sometimes without even knowing that they could be taken away, you're called one day by your social worker and told that you have to give your child up. This was the case, which was actually shown on Dr. Phil. There was a case about this baby named Veronica, and I'm not even going to go into the controversy that just was that one show, but this family had adopted this little baby, Veronica, and had had her for 2 years, and one day they were called by their social worker and told that the tribe wanted the baby back, and more specifically, the father of the child wanted the baby back, and that he had given the mother full custody, and they had adopted Veronica from the mother, but that when he gave her full custody, he was not aware that she was going to give her up for adoption. And so there was this whole controversy over, they had adopted this child and he wasn't around when they adopted her, and then, now she'd already been with them for 2 years, and what was better for the child, and was it better for her to be with this adopted family that she knew and had grown up with, or go back to her tribe and grow up with her father, her biological father, and in her own culture. And so there's a big controversy over that. Another story was about Jordy Arglebin. She had been adopted by non-Native parents as a child from a reservation after being neglected and abused by her biological parents. She ended up getting pregnant as a teenager at 19, and she decided to give the child for adoption. She chose a woman who she liked and thought would be a good mother, and she happened to be non-Native. Jody's tribe found out that she was giving her child for adoption, and they stepped in and said that they wanted to take the child, and so there was a big issue over that because she had specifically chosen this woman to take care of her child, and as you can imagine, from being neglected and abused, she didn't have great memories from her tribe and her reservation, and so there was a big controversy over that. So the main question really is remaining with your tribe and your family and your culture, is it for the sake of culture? What is better versus removing the children for safety? Should the children stay with, go back to their tribe, or be taken away for their safety? Here are some videos on this subject if you're interested to look more, and here are my resources. Thank you very much.